Hi guys, my name is Katie and I'm your FreeStep trainer for today. I've got a 10-minute full body workout that's designed to hit all the major muscle groups in your body. Before we begin, a couple things in terms of housekeeping. Make sure you have everything you need for the next 10 minutes, that you're set up for success. I'm talking about your water bottle and a towel, whatever else you might need. And then also make sure, perhaps most importantly, that your seat is set up to the appropriate height so that when your legs fully extend, your knees don't lock out. So let's get started. So start to pedal your feet. You can't hear the beat of the music at first, but when it kicks in, I want you to try to synchronize your pedal stroke to the tempo. Somewhere between 22 and 24 is just fine. The goal here is to get nice and warm. Good. Now we haven't touched our resistance yet, so what I want you to do is make sure you're somewhere between 2 to 5 on your resistance. So if you're already there, don't feel like you have to touch a thing. But if you need to make that adjustment, make it now. Good. Root your hips into your seat. Press your spine nice and long into the back of your seat. That's it. Chin off your chest. Collarbone shining straight ahead. Now, if you ever notice yourself going faster than the tempo of the song, it's a perfect chance for you to add a little bit more resistance. Good, maintain your speed. 22 to 24 is just fine. Now I want you to focus on nice smooth pedal strokes, flat feet, heel, balls of your feet, your toes, press into your pedals. Good. Now you're gonna have a chance to add a bit more resistance, nothing too crazy. Again, we're getting nice and warm. Add 1, 2, or 3. In 3, 2, 1, reach down. Now what's going on with your core? Make sure everything is nice and sturdy. Treat your core like the trunk that keeps everything together in your body. Now I want you to also be mindful if your body rocks from side to side unnecessarily. I certainly feel the music at certain points, but make sure that you're not expending any unnecessary energy with your upper body. So make sure it's nice and stable. That's it. In a few moments, I'm gonna ask that you add a bit more on your resistance, but here's the deal. If you're feeling great right where you're at, there's no judgment if you don't add a bit more. Listen to your body, do what feels good. Here comes that chance to add extra resistance. It's an option. 3, 2, 1, adjust. Good. Now your warm-up is officially over. We have not picked up our pace. We're still cruising on the beat. There's something so powerful about this song. It takes me back to the days I would go to music festivals. Something so uplifting, so powerful about this track. Good, now let's talk about your hands. I want you to press down on your handlebars. You can also experiment with what it feels like to roll your palms at the curve of your handle. What are we targeting? Triceps, biceps, the muscles in your chest, your pectorals. Good. Gang, listen up. We're gonna be adding a bit more resistance. Why? Because we're gonna slow down. Leg speed is gonna be somewhere in the low 20s. In 8, in 6 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, start to slow your legs down, 20 to 22, maybe 23 on the top end. There we go. Now I want you to add a bit more resistance. Let's say your minimum right now. Experiment with what it feels like to have 6 or 7 on your resistance. Now if you're already there and where you're at feels good, don't feel like you have to touch a thing. Use your breath. Big, deep inhale through your nose. big, deep exhale through your mouth. Excellent. You're making sure that your knees never lock out. If that's ever the case, you can always adjust your foot position on your pedal. Good. Now we're gonna maintain the pace. Again, low 20s for your speed. When it comes to your resistance, I'm gonna ask that you get a bit heavier. So let's say minimum 7 or 8. In 3, 2, 1, adjust. Good. So this feels heavy, challenging, but not impossible. Now, if at any time your upper body starts to feel a bit of fatigue, you can always give yourself a rest, bringing your hands to your hips, maybe even resting your hands on the sides of your seat. Good. Flat feet, pressing down into your pedals with power, with confidence. If you decided to give your upper body a break, whenever you're ready, join me back in. Again, this is a full body workout. The beauty of the FreeStep is that we're pumping our legs and our arms, targeting our quads, the biggest muscles in our body, targeting our glutes, calves, hamstrings that run down the backs of our legs, as well as the muscles in our upper body. Excellent. Guys, here's the deal. We're gonna add a touch more resistance. Why? Because we can, because we came here to challenge ourselves today. So I've said this before, you always enter a judgment-free zone whenever you step onto your FreeStep. So if where you're at right now is just fine, don't feel any pressure to change a thing. But if you want to challenge yourself a bit more, reach down, add 1 or 2 right here. Good. I'm feeling that. For a bit of context, my speed is right around 21. If you are going faster than 23, I need you to hold yourself accountable and make sure that resistance, again, feels heavy, but accessible. The goal is to challenge ourselves, it's not to punish ourselves. Excellent. Use your breath. Again, it's a tool to help guide you through this entire session together. Press down with your palms, that's it. Believe it or not, we're already approaching our final song in class. Stay with me, final few moments here. Good. Good, now you've got 2 choices with your resistance. Either leave it where it's at or take just 1 or 2 points off. Our legs are gonna be moving a bit faster for our final track. Yes. So I've just taken my resistance down. I invite you to do the same. Otherwise, just stay where you're at. As of this very moment, we've approached the last 2 minutes of class. So a perfect opportunity for you to reflect back at the beginning of class and ask yourself, am I feeling better now than when I first started? My hope is the answer to that is yes. When it comes to your leg speed, 22 minimum, 24 on the top end. Good. Now, this entire time, I have not asked you to speed up, but you're gonna have that choice, that opportunity to test yourself near the end. I want you to finish this class on a high note. So, first things first, let's make sure your resistance is where you want it to be. Perhaps today, when you join me, you're feeling really strong and up for any challenge I throw your way. If that's the case, final chance to add something a little extra to your resistance right now. You're gonna resist the temptation to touch that resistance again. Let's speed it up. Here we go. Come on. What I want you to aim for, a minimum of 25 on your speed. Good. Press into your heels. Press into the balls of your feet. Come on. Good. Guys, I'm hitting a 27 right now. Use your breath, fight for that finish line. Final few moments right here, slow it down. Good work. Gosh, and just like that, our session is over. Time flies when you're having a good time. Take your resistance down nice and light. Keep your legs moving. You can remove your hands from your handles. You can rest them on the tops of your thighs. Take these next few moments to reconnect with your breath. And whenever you're ready, come to a complete stop. Now let's extend one leg out nice and long. Press into your heel. Full extension here without locking out your knee. Again, my hope for you is that you walk away from our session together feeling strong and confident in your body and what it's capable of. Let's switch sides. Fill your lungs up with fresh air. Exhale any stale air out. Good. Whenever you're ready, relax your legs, soft bend in your knees, sit up nice and tall. Make sure that your handlebars aren't in the way. I'm gonna ask that you bring your arms overhead for a nice stretch. So big inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Big exhale at the top, press your hands away. Let's do that again, one more time. Big inhale. Good. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Look back on what you just did. Be proud of your effort. Guys, my name is Katie. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.